Yo, what is good YouTube? Matty Dubs here, back with another video, guys, and we have some more breaking news, highlights, observations, and notes from day 2 of New England Patriots training camp here. A lot of things that are good, some things that were bad about Mac Jones and some of these guys here in New England. And I'm going to go over all of it in this video. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, Mac Jones didn't have the greatest performance of training camp so far. Honestly, day 1 was probably worse. So I guess he was a little better than day 1. However, he still wasn't very good. He overall was 6 of 14 with an interception as well, and it doesn't appear good, but most of those incompletions were in 7-on-7s, and there was a coach with a tennis racket in his face, so it made it a little bit more difficult. Aren't excuses. He needs to make those passes, needs to get those passes completed, but either way, he went to 11-on-11s and was 6 for 10, which is obviously a little bit better. Made some great outside throws, and one of his best plays of the days was to Devontae Parker for a 20-yard touchdown. However, we need to see him be more consistent. We need to see him really fit into this offense, that Bill O'Brien's trying to scheme up here in New England, and we'll see if Mac Jones can really get his feet underneath him here in year 3 or 4. I mean, he needs to have a good year. And one guy right there, Tyquan Thornton, was a no-show, has pretty much done nothing throughout the first couple of days of training camp, which is a little bit scary. A high draft pick, another high draft pick wide receiver for Bill Belichick. You got N'Keal Harry, he ends up being nothing, and then you get Tyquan Thornton in the second round, and he's not really doing too much. I know it's early, I know there's still a lot of camp left, but so far not great for Tyquan Thornton. It looks like it's right now the Devontae Parker, the Kendrick Bourne, and the Juju Smith show right there. So we'll see if Tyquan Thornton can pick up some speed and get things going here over the next few weeks during training camp. Now, another good sign is Mac Jones and Bill Belichick say their relationship is pretty good, which is something we need to hear. I mean, if they have a bad relationship, then that is just going to create some bad energy throughout the whole entire locker room. So the fact that they're starting to mend their relationship a little bit is a very, very good sign going forward. And hopefully they continue to be on good terms. Kyle Duggar, also a guy who is up for a contract extension. Who knows if Bill Belichick is going to pay him his money. He knows that Kyle Duggar is very good and he's going to need a lot of money. But again, Kyle Duggar had a good day today, or yesterday. He had an interception from Mac Jones in the end zone for a second straight day. I mean, Kyle Duggar is showing why he might be one of the best players on this defense, as a guy, that not too many people liked coming out of college, but Bill Belichick did, and he's starting to really pan out here for the Patriots. Now, another guy that had a decent day was Bailey Zappi. Now, he went 9 of 14, 6 of 10 in 11-on-11s, but 9 of 14 in total, which was very good. Again, Bailey Zappi starting to maybe make a case for potentially being a starter in this offense come the regular season. We'll see what happens. Again, Mac Jones still needs to get better. Seems like Mac Jones will be the starting quarterback, but he needs to be more consistent. He needs to find some sort of balance that he can go to, and just, I don't know, he just needs to figure it out. Mac Jones does. Now, we also saw a little bit of Christian Gonzalez and Juju Smith, which was very exciting. Hopefully we see a lot more of that throughout the rest of training camp, but that should be a fun matchup to see. It looks like Christian Gonzalez is the number 1 corner, and it seems like Juju Smith is the number 1 receiver. So we'll see if that holds up throughout the rest of training camp. Jack Jones is training here, even though he's got that that court case going on. He's still here. He's spending time with the backups right now. The starters look like it's Jonathan Jones, Marcus Jones, and Christian Gonzalez worked with the starters, and Jack Jones worked in with the second unit. We'll see how that continues to play out. Josh Uche, another guy I think is coming up with a contract extension this year, so we'll see if he stays in New England. He already said that he wants to be here. He would love to stay in New England for a while, so we'll see if he continues to stay in New England after this season. But overall, not a bad practice. Ramondre Stevenson was a little bit limited today. But overall, we just need to see more consistency out of these quarterbacks, man. Mac Jones, Bailey Zapp basically hold the future of this team in their palms and their hands. They need to be good, because if not only is Bill Belichick in the hot seat, but the quarterbacks, I mean, their time in the NFL as a starter could be coming up or coming to an end here relatively quickly. So we'll see what happens over the next couple of days here during training camp. A good day 2, but again, Quarterbacks need to be better, find more consistency, and start developing with these wide receivers. But let me know what you guys think about the Patriots Day 2 training camp. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. I will be covering the entirety of the offseason, training camp, free agency, trades, everything you guys can think of. I've got you guys covered. Join the family, and also comment down below. Do you think the Patriots should go out and try to sign a guy like Dalvin Cook, or do you think Ramondre Stevenson, Ty Montgomery, Pierre Strong, and Kevin Harris are enough to be able to handle the workload at the running back position? And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.